Hello everyone! Zach Nighthawk flying into this space once again with another episode of Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness! In the last episode, we sabotaged all the power here at the Cipher Key Lair, putting a stop to the mass production of Shadow Pokémon. Now all that is left for us to do is to go through this door and take on the man in charge, Gorigan. But before I do that, I do not want to go in there unprepared, knowing full well what he is capable of. So in that instance, I have decided that it is time to make a drastic change. What? Trapinch is evolving! Congratulations! Your Trapinch evolved into... It's actually pronounced Vibrava. I literally just Googled that to make sure. And the official result that I got, throughout all the possible pronunciations, Vibrava, Vibrava, Vibrava might just be the most bland. That's just my take on it, but still. That's how I'm going to pronounce it, so be it. Vibrava wants to learn the move Dragon Breath. Okay. Remember when I said that when Trapinch evolves, it will learn a new move? Well, Dragon Breath is that new move, and it will be the one that replaces Sand Attack. 1, 2, and poof. Vibrava forgot how to use Sand Attack, and... Vibrava learned Dragon Breath. Also, while I was away, I did stock up on some items. 5 Hyper Potions, 15 Ultra Balls, and 15 Timer Balls. I cannot go into this unprepared. Gorigan is a bastard of a boss. And also, I want to switch the front of my party. Well, one of them to be exact. I want to go with Vibrava and Thor. Well, let's do this. There he is, at his desk, at the other end of the room.
Where are my crew? You wiped them out? Every last one? Impossible! One kid took down all those Shadow Pokémon we made? Ah! In wrecking my factory, you smeared dirt all over my good name and standing. You've done it now! I am steaming mad and there's no forgiving that. Amber, be prepared to drop!
That was intense, but that will pale in comparison to this battle. He'll start out with a Lairon of his own and a Celio of his own. That is why I wanted to go with Vibrava and Thor to start this battle out. Gorigan's strategy is the same one as Dakim's from Colosseum. Use a combination of Earthquake and Protect, but there is a little bit of a difference. Only 2 of his Pokemon know Protect. Lairon is one of them. Celio is not. Celio can resist Earthquake better than Lairon. That is why that is the case. Alright. Since Celio doesn't have Protect, that is the one I will go after. I'm gonna use Crunch. Yeah, Vibrava's gonna use Crunch, and Thor... Please let this Thunderbolt knock Celio out in the first turn. Please, God. Okay, thank you. Lairon used Protect. I called that. Thunderbolt time! Come on! Yes! Off to a good start. What do you got next? Slow King. All right. So this Slowking is part Psychic type. That's why I wanted the property to use Crunch. All right. So Slowking is not one of the Pokemon that has Protect on it, but like all the other normal, well, like all the other non-Shadow Pokemon he has, it does have Earthquake. So, I'm gonna go with, you know what? Sand Tomb on Lairon. It's quad weak to ground. Or, I'm hoping you can come through for me twice in a row here with this Thunderbolt. Yes! I am off to a flying start here in this battle. Ooh, Thor is really close to leveling up, and Ursaring. Oh boy. So this Ursaring knows both Earthquake and Protect. And not only does it know Earthquake, it also knows Brick Break. Well, this is why I evolved Trapinch into Vibrava, or Vibrava. I keep saying Vibrava. Because I want to resist this Earthquake in any way I can, or any Earthquake in any way I can. Alright. Direct all firepower at this Ursaring. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna skip Vibrava's turn. Vibrava, sorry. And I'm gonna use one of my Hyper Potions on Thor. And on Thor's turn, gonna use Thunderbolt on that Ursaring. I want to get that thing out as quickly as possible. Thank God that thing didn't use Protect. Goodbye. Everything's coming up roses so far. And Thor levels up. Now we've seen people around here with 2 Shadow Pokemon. Will that be the case with Gorigan? Well, before that, I gotta deny Thor's attempt to learn Pin Missile, because really? Pin Missile at this point in the game? No thanks. Also, Thor's move pool is already loaded as it is. Will this next Pokemon be a Shadow Pokemon? It's a Primeape! And it is indeed a Shadow Pokemon. So, the allure with Primeape is, it is the fastest fighting type in this game. And, well, first I gotta watch this Earthquake happen and Thor barely surviving it. I just want Thor to, well, first and foremost, I want to use, I'm gonna use Dragon Breath on Lairon, and Thor is gonna use Thunder Wave on Primeape. So Primeape, like I said, it's the fastest fighting type in this game. And, well, from experience, I have used a Mankey and a Primeape back in Fire Red and Leaf Green, and it did wonders for me, not gonna lie. Having a fast fighting type is always a very good thing to have. So, use Thunder Wave here. Hopefully it'll make Primeape easier to catch. Ooh, thank you. Primeape cannot move. It is paralyzed. Critical hit. Ooh. Earthquake again. I'm sorry, Thor, but you are not surviving this. That was an unfortunate given. But a sacrifice, and I'm willing to make... Ooh, God. I gotta get Lairon out of here as fast as humanly possible. Also, the moves that that Primeape knows upon having its Archage Lord will include Focus Energy and Reversal. Reversal's a good move to have if you, well, in Primeape's case, that's pretty good because it doesn't have great defenses. I don't think it does. Let me check. Primeape... yeah, its defenses aren't that great. So, reversal is a good move to have on it, considering that reversal does best when a Pokemon is at rather low health. Well, lower the health, the better reversal does. Now back to the battle. Selkie, it is now up to you to take out this Lairon. One more Earthquake, and that Primeape is done for. I want to keep this Primeape upright. See what I mean? See what I did there? Primeape upright. Okay, I want to do Dragon Breath on Lairon. If it doesn't hit, well, it will, but I want to use Dragon Breath on the Pokemon after Lairon. That is the intent. Water Pulse should get it out. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Well, Amon's, well... Oh, Selkie goes first. Thank you. Water Pulse, bye. Thank you. Is his last Pokemon a Shadow Pokemon? It is a Hypno. But is it snaggable? The answer, yes it is. All right, so Hypno. Like Ninetales, well, I should say. Well, let me get into this. Like Ninetales, Hypno is one of the select group of Gen 1 Pokemon that got absolutely screwed by the Gen 2 special split. When that stat was just special, Hypno was a wrecking machine back in red, blue, and green. Red, blue, and yellow. Ever since then, it hasn't been the same, and its best stat now is special defense. It used to be a really good attacker with psychic-type moves. Nowadays, it's just a really good special defender and not much else. It's outclassed by the Baltoys, Claydolls, Ralts, Hurlias, and Gardevoirs of the world as far as this game is concerned. There are much better psychic types out there than Hypno. Let's start off with Feint Attack, and on Selkie's turn, I think it's time to throw an Ultra Ball at Primeape. One, 2, 3. That's one. Shadow Storm. Okay, let me just... Well, after this attack, I will divulge further into Gorigan's plans. So as far as his non-Shadow Pokemon are concerned, he likes to use Earthquake, but as far as his Shadow Pokemon are concerned, both of them know the move Shadow Storm, a Shadow Pokemon move that will attack both opposing Pokemon. From a broader perspective, his strategy, regardless if they're Shadow Pokemon or not, is to use the moves most effective to double battles to his advantage. Most effective in double battles to his advantage. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so I'm gonna throw up a Reflect just... Yeah, Reflect. Selkie will use Water Pulse. Shadow Storm again. They take that, and... Good take. Very good take. Ooh. Well, I'm hoping chip damage will work. And I'm hoping that special defense stat will will wall psychic well, because again, I'm trying to chip this thing down. Alright. Okay. Not bad. Ooh. Special defense fell. That's, not what I want. Shadow Storm again. Again. Gorigan likes moves that work best in double battles. Okay, I think Hypno is in prime position to be caught here. And I think it's time to use a timer ball. Let's end this right here and right now. Actually, on Melody's turn, I'm gonna use Calm Mind. And on Selkie's turn, I'm gonna use the timer ball. Much better. For the win. 1, 2, 3. That went surprisingly well. We have defeated Gorigan, as well as the Cipher Key Lair. Ah!
Ah! That's it! You're not getting away with this! No way! No how! No ifs or buts! I'm not taking this! I'll blow up the factory with you in it! Ah!
Huh? Gorigan, that is quite enough. Except that you have lost.
Master Greevil!
We meet again. You do remember me, don't you? Yes, indeed. I am Mr. Varric, or perhaps I should say Greevil, the Grand Master of Cipher. I must say I am taken aback. I never once imagined that you would destroy our factory. But that's not important. Even though the mass output of Shadow Pokémon ended, our plan itself is unharmed. We have already completed XD001's final tuning. It now rests with me.
XD001? The ultimate Shadow Pokémon that's resistant to purification?
Now I shall prepare a final plan to activate XD001. Do you honestly think that you can stop me? I shall be at Cipher's HQ. It is on Citadark Isle off the coast of Gation Port. It is an impregnable fortress that repels all with cruel waves and thick clouds. No one can reach it. Come if you dare. I'll enjoy waiting for you.
Master Greevil has such a wicked sense of humor. No ordinary ship can get close because of the rough seas. And even if you do manage to get on the island, the place will be swarming with trainers carrying the Shadow Pokémon I made. Even though there should be a lot more Shadow Pokémon. If XD001 didn't drop that ship in the desert, we wouldn't have taken so long tuning the Shadow Pokémon. But it doesn't matter. There are plenty of Shadow Pokémon to welcome you in style. How many are there? I can't tell you that. If I did, it'd floor you. It's just a matter of time before the world belongs to us. You better be ready for it.
So that was the big reveal. The big boss of Cipher, for the second game in a row, is a once perceived venerable old man with a high standing in his community. Wow. Twice in a row. Greevil is Mr. Varric. Or Mr. Varric is Greevil. They are one. They are the same. They are the enemy. Well, I'm gonna collect this shiny object on Gorigan's desk. What got under that desk anyway? It's a lot of room there. It's a list of manufactured Shadow Pokémon. Michael, download the list to the PDA. Alright. Let us finally leave this place. Compared to the Robo Groudon, Chobin, and Snaddle battles, that battle with Gorigan couldn't have gone any better. I mean, I did lose both Pokemon I started out with, but that's okay. I won, and I got both of his Shadow Pokemon. And we don't have to come back here ever again. That's not to say it was fun while it lasted. Because this was pretty fun. This was a pretty good dungeon. We've been robbed! Ooh. What happened? Darn it! Give it back! Bring it back! These two weird guys took off with a Shadow Pokemon! One had like a mohawk and the other had hair like a ball! Darn it! They made off with the last Shadow Pokemon that came off the production line before it shut down! Okay. I think I know who you're talking about. But as far as the mohawk's concerned, that's more of a schmohawk than anything else. But the guy with the hair like a ball, well, that should be pretty obvious. Let's ask this guy. What happened? You know what happened? What's your account?
The abducted Shadow Pokemon was a Dragonite.
That ended up being the last Shadow Pokemon to be made at this factory. That means that Dragonite is the last authentic Shadow Pokemon. Well, great. It turns out that Eevee and his team are now in possession of all things, a Shadow Dragonite. Well then. Well, I'm not going to go to Citadark Isle yet because I am nowhere near ready to go there, but it looks like we have an excuse to not go there. Rowlith can now be purified. Finally. Well, it took a while during battles, but all I had to do was come down from the top of the Cipher Key Lair. So, I am not going to go to the Pokemon HQ lab to do it. I have business to attend to in Agate Village, outside of purification. So before I go to the Relic Forest, I am gonna go see the Move Tutor in her cave. Because the longer you go into this game, the more moves she will have to teach your Pokemon. What moves can she teach our Pokemon? Well, the list is a lot longer than the 3 that we saw originally. Those 3 were Mimic, Thunderwave, and Seismic Toss. The new moves that she has to teach us are as follows. Icy Wind, Substitute, Dream Eater, Swagger, Body Slam, Nightmare, Sky Attack, and Double Edge. I just so happen to have a Pokemon that can not only use Double Edge, but resists its side effects. Not to mention, Double Edge is also more accurate than Takedown. And it only has 5 less usages. There is no better Pokemon in this game to learn Double Edge than this. Let me make sure. Nora's takedown should be forgotten. Done. Your Nora has completely forgotten how to use takedown. It is now ready to learn a new move. There you go. I have taught your Nora how to use Double Edge. Is there any other move you'd like me to teach? Well, I don't think any of my Pokemon can know Sky Attack, even Vibravus, so... Well... I got more urgent matters to take care of. I mean, if I went with a Crobat, maybe I could have, but well, not only is it time to purify Growlithe, but it is also time to give Growlithe a new name. Let's go to the Relic Stone and purify our 6th and final team member. There is a Pokemon that may open the door to its heart. How many levels will Growlithe grow by? Let's find out. Growlithe opened the door to its heart. Growlithe regained the move Flamethrower. Worth the wait. Growlithe regained the move Charm. Interesting. Growlithe regained 12,829 experience points. How many levels is that gonna be? 1. Level 29. 2. Level 30. 3. Level 31. Now it wants to learn the move Flame Wheel. Ooh. Could a move be deleted and replaced with Flame Wheel? Yeah, I think that Charm can be that move. I mean, interesting that it relearns that. I mean, it is a puppy after all, and puppies are charming. But I'm here to win. I'm here to beat a game. Flame Wheel will take Charm's place in Growlithe's move. 1, 2, and poof! Growlithe forgot how to use Charm, and Growlithe learned Flame Wheel. And that's all the leveling up it has to do. Would I like to give a nickname to Growlithe? I believe it is about time. So, the winner of the Growlithe naming sweepstakes is none other than Adam Dawson. Adam was the one who named Arachnid back in Pokemon Coliseum. That was my Ariados that he recommended that I get for the second Mirror B battle in that game. This one is going to be a very nostalgic nickname. He suggested that I go with the name Growly, after James's Growlithe from the Pokemon anime. Yes, Growly it is. And one more thing. As I mentioned before, Growlithe's moves after this, I mean, it already learned Flamethrower, and it doesn't really learn much else after that. So I believe it is time to evolve our second Pokemon in this one episode. And it's time to get ourselves an unstoppable powerhouse. What? Growly is evolving! Congratulations! Your Growly evolved into Arcanine! It still has its Pokemon Stadium mod. Oh well. But still, Arcanine is a true legend. In fact, I believe it is called the legendary Pokemon, despite the fact that it's not technically a legendary Pokemon. Don't get me wrong, its stats are awesome, but it's not in the company of Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. They all have a higher total base stat. Well, they have a higher base stat total than Arcanine. And I have one more thing to do here. In addition to renaming Growlithe and later Arcanine, it is now time to rename Vibrava. And once again, Adam Dawson is the winner here. He suggested a litany of nicknames for Vibrava. But the one I like the best, despite it being more feminine and this Vibrava being male, the name that I like the most for this Vibrava is, among that litany, Mirage. It is a, well, Vibrava and its kin can be found in the desert. And it just, the way it's designed, the name Mirage fits it so well. So now, everyone in my party has been named. Mirage, Thor, Rowley, Melody, Selkie, and Nora. This is my team. My 6 Pokemon team is officially complete. Well, not really. I still have to evolve Nora, Selkie, and Mirage one more time each. But, you know what? I'm going to switch Rowley to the front at the moment along with Melody, because they both need to level up. And that takes care of our business here in Agate Village. Now it's time to go back to the Pokemon HQ lab. I got some more Shadow Pokémon to purify in the chamber. There is a Pokemon that is ready to open the door to its heart. Alright, that's right, Zangoose is ready to be purified. Zooks Zangoose. Zangoose opened the door to its heart. Zangoose regained the move Brick Break. And once again, refresh. Yeah, Brick Break on Zangoose is a destroyer of worlds. Now I know why Zangoose is so coveted in this game. Zangoose obtained a ribbon. Zangoose will have a place in the Purified Chamber. I can't believe all this time we haven't heard from the Spot Monitor. I think I still have some snacks out there. But, gonna attend to the task at hand. Ooh, that Zangoose has a Silk Scarf. That powers up all normal type move. Yeah, Zangoose will be here for the time being, but what's that? 5. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any fighting types in here. So in that instance, Primeape is gonna go in set 2. Just hoping that it'll speed up everything. Set 1. Which of these did I snag first? It was... Was it... Or was it... No, it was Paris. It was Paris. At 3... That was Pass. At 4... It was... Gelder, yeah. That flow should work really well. After that... Was it... Oh, Beedrill's the Poison Barb. Powers up Poison-type moves. Next up... Ooh! Angela has the Miracle Seed. That is an item that powers up Grass-type moves. If you decide to go with either, well, Weeping Bell or Nuzleaf and Seedot and evolve that into Shiftry. If you want that item, Tangela has it. I forget which of those went first. Was it Tangela, Butterfree, or Pidgeot? I forget. Either way, they're due up next. Rest of them can wait. Sorry, Zangoose, you're still stuck in set 9. All by your lonesome. Just gotta wait for a fighting type to join with you, and I hope that, well, it's intended that it will be Primeape. Alright. Everything appears to be set. Here in the Purification Chamber. Now I have one thing left to do here in the Pokemon HQ lab. Catch up with Professor Crane. And my mother, too. Cipher's Grandmaster Greevil has challenged you to get him on Cinedark Isle? It appears that our battle against Cipher is headed for the final showdown. It's hard not to imagine things becoming even tougher for you, dear. But Michael, I know that you will win against the criminals. I believe in you. Well, you're my mother, why wouldn't you? Pardon me? You ruined Cipher's secret factory? That means no more Shadow Pokémon will be created from now on. That's brilliant news. You've really done it, Michael. But there still remains the job of snagging the Shadow Pokémon left and purifying them. I guess the time has come for me to give you that certain something. Michael, on your next visit to the lab, could you meet me on the ground floor? There's something that I want to give you. Don't forget. Yes. Please do not forget to visit Professor Crane after coming back here again. You will want what he has to give you. And I think, given what lies ahead and the number of indecisions that lie before me as well, I think this is a good place to leave off. So next time on Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, we prepare for the journey ahead until we reach Citadark Isle to take on Cipher. Zach Nighthawk, flying out.